Watch. New Kardashian show on Hulu promises chaos. Fashion trends come and go, but Queen Elizabeth II's sense of style is timeless. Her Majesty is set to become the first British monarch to celebrate a platinum jubilee on February 6, meaning she's dedicated 70 years of service to the people of the United Kingdom, the realms and the Commonwealth. And while Buckingham Palace has already previewed the stacked lineup of celebrations to come, we're honoring the Queen Bee, chronicling her metamorphosis into a style icon. Believe it or not, this journey begins in the early 1940s when Elizabeth, our little Princess Lilibet, as her father affectionately called her at the time, was drawn to garments with cinched waists and flowing hemlines a la Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. She quickly traded any skin-bearing looks for more regal combinations when she took the throne at just 25, and it was then she slowly began working toward her unmistakable signature style. Below, relive all of Queen Elizabeth II's royal looks from over the years. 1944. The then 18-year-old princess wore a floral frock to present a trophy cup treat on the grounds of Windsor Castle in Berkshire, England. 1947. Princess Elizabeth sported a smart double-breasted coat before boarding a Royal Navy aircraft en route to South Africa. 1947. Princess Elizabeth looked breathtaking on November 20, 1947, the day she wed the Duke of Edinburgh at Westminster Abbey. 1947. The then princess married Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, in a sweeping Norman Hartnell gown. The dress featured embroidered white satin, long sleeves and a fit and flare silhouette. 1947. Because England was still rationing clothing in 1947, Princess Elizabeth used ration coupons to purchase the material for her dress. 1947. The then princess wore an embellished gown and fur stole to the official postal address of Apsley House in London. 1948. Princess Elizabeth joined her father King George VI at the Derby at Epsom wearing a skirt suit, fascinator and ankle strap pumps. 1948. The then princess attended the International Wool Secretariat exhibition in London sporting a trim skirt suit, hat and white gloves. 1952. Queen Elizabeth attended a royal film performance at Leicester Square in London wearing a two-tone gown and matching gloves. 1953. Queen Elizabeth II posed in full royal garb, scepter included, during her coronation ceremony on June 2, 1953 at Westminster Abbey in London. She was 25. 1953. Queen Elizabeth wore another gown by Norman Hartnell, the designer behind the royals' white satin wedding dress, for her coronation ceremony. 1954. The Queen sported a waist-cinching white lace dress to a garden party in Sydney, Australia. She complemented her look with a wide brim hat, matching white gloves and parasol. 1954. Queen Elizabeth attended an event in Australia alongside Prince Philip wearing a peach-hued gown, crown and diamond necklace. 1956. Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Margaret, both wearing structured fit and flare frocks, left St. Margaret's Church in London after attending a wedding for the Queen's Lady-in-Waiting, Catherine Stanley. 1957. Then Vice President Richard Nixon escorted the Queen, who wore an embroidered gown, fur stole and white gloves, to an event during her first visit to America in October 1957. 1958. The Queen donned a long fur-trimmed coat at Westminster Abbey in London, where she unveiled a memorial to the civil services of the Crown in India. 1958. Queen Elizabeth wore a fitted trench coat in Crawley, England after attending the opening of Gatwick Airport with her husband Prince Philip. 1959. Queen Elizabeth II stood arm in arm with her daughter Princess Anne, wearing a rosy floral skirt suit, pearls and black pumps. 1960. The Queen wore another Norman Hartnell, this time a beaded white confection, to a film premiere. 1960. Her Royal Highness struck a pose with her pups in a smart emerald green skirt suit. 1960. Queen Elizabeth took in a sporting event at the racecourse for the Oaks Stakes in Surrey, England sporting a yellow skirt, buttoned cape and matching hat. 1963. The Queen kept warm in a military green windbreak at an outdoor event. 1972. Queen Elizabeth and the Queen Mother arrived at Westminster Abbey for a wedding in printed ensembles and cocktail hats. 1973. The Queen stepped out in royal style, donning an embroidered gown, fur stole and diamond crown, for a premiere on London's West End. 1975. Queen Elizabeth II met with children during her state visit to Mexico in a charming, yellow polka dot dress and matching head wrap. 1977. Her Royal Highness was all smiles during an outdoor event in a printed green dress and floral-adorned topper. 1977. The Queen sported royal garb, naturally, for a palace portrait. 1979. Queen Elizabeth went for a lady in red look, with a long skirt to adhere to the customs of her hosts, on an official visit to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. 1980. The Queen donned a green coat and dress, and matching hat, of course, for a military engagement in 1980. 1982. Queen Elizabeth II wore a blue satin gown while meeting with then-President Ronald Reagan and his wife Nancy Reagan at Windsor Castle.